Hi, Jerry. Joey.
I'm Rose, Sally's best friend since kindergarten. I'm in town from Cleveland. That's where we grew up, Sally and I.
Jerry, is it okay if I share news about Sally with Rose?
Absolutely. Rose is practically family.
All right, well, let's sit down together.
Dr. Keene, how's my mom?
Yeah, where are we at?
Sally is out of surgery in the recovery room and doing fine. She tolerated the surgery well.
That's a relief.
Oh, thank God.
Unfortunately, I have some difficult news to tell you. The result was not what we'd hoped for.
What do you mean?
Is my mom okay?
Remember when I told you that the purpose of the surgery was to see if we could fix several areas where there were blockages in Sally's and your mom's intestines?
Yeah.
Sally was having terrible pains. Every time she'd eat, well, afterward, she'd be holding her stomach, bending over and rocking.
Got to the point that she didn't even want to eat, not a bite.
Not even chocolate. And Sally loves chocolate.
Yes. I know how much pain she was in, and we very much wanted to get her back to eating.
What did you find?
We were hoping we could remove the cancerous growths that were causing the blockage. But when we opened her abdomen, we found much more cancer than the scans suggested. We were only able to remove about 50% of the blockages. Not nearly enough.
50%, so you were able to remove half.
Yeah, at least that's a start, right?
What's that mean exactly?
There are still areas of cancer that are causing blockages, and they will continue to grow.
Why were the scans so wrong?
As good as the technology is, the scans just aren't perfect. There are things they just can't see, and it's always upsetting when we're surprised like this.
Can't you operate again?
No, there's too much cancer to remove it safely.
So then she'll just keep having pains?
Before the operation, I was talking to your mom and dad, and I told them that if we couldn't fix the problem, we would put a tube in her stomach, a gastrostomy tube, that would drain the contents of her stomach into a bag outside of her body, and that would help keep her from vomiting as much and reduce her pain. If she still has pain, we can give her medication to help control that, and we have a special team whose main job is to make sure patients like Sally are as comfortable as possible.
That's good, thank you. We definitely want her to be comfortable. No more experimental drugs. They're what caused this blockage thing.
Why do you think that?
She didn't have stomach pains. She starts taking those drugs. She gets stomach pains. Pretty clear correlation, wouldn't you say?
I can see how you might think that, but the experimental trial didn't work. The drugs didn't make things worse, they just didn't help. I'm afraid we see this a lot.
At least you removed some of the blockage. You said you removed half of the tumors. I'm a glasses half full kind of gal. So.
Well, that's a good outlook, Rose, but I want to make sure that I'm being clear. Removing half of the tumors was just not enough. We cannot cure this.
Oh.
Sally has an excellent oncologist. Dr. Patel is fully committed to guiding her care.
The whole reason that we're in this mess is because she was eating the wrong foods. And, all that processed junk isn't good for her. She needs to be eating more organically grown stuff. I mean, I read on the internet that if you eat like cucumber peels and kale every day, then the cancer gets totally killed off. That makes sense, doesn't it, doctor?
I wish that were true, Joey. A healthy diet is important, but even when we do everything right, bad things can still happen.
Gotta be something we can... can't.
Joey. I know.
I know this is a lot to hear. Let's give this some time to sink in, and we'll talk later.
Can we see my mom?
Not quite yet. She's still in the recovery room. She's a bit woozy.
Do you have some place to be, Doctor?
No, why?
You just looked at the clock.
I'm sorry. You have my full attention, and I want to make sure I answer all of your questions.
When do you plan on telling Sally what's going on, the results of the surgery?
Most likely tomorrow when she's fully awake. If we tell her too soon, she'll be confused because of the anesthesia, and she won't remember the conversation.
I'd like to be there.
Of course. You have my contact information, I have yours. I will make sure we're together. And later today, a nurse from recovery will come by and let you know when Sally is awake and ready to see visitors. Do you have any other questions? I'll go see how Sally's doing.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for all you've done. I'm very grateful. Come on, Rose, let's go get Mom some flowers.
Thank you for your honesty, Dr. Keene. I've loved Sally my whole life, and I can't believe we've come to this. She's still so young and vibrant, you know?
I'll be right there. This is the beginning of the end, isn't it?
Probably.
How long? How many years?
We're not very good at predicting, Jerry. Truly. Statistics say that people at a similar stage to Sally's tend to live for a couple of months.
Oh. Jesus.
But Sally is Sally, not a statistic. And sometimes patients surprise us. They do much better than we predicted for reasons we just don't understand. I'm so sorry we couldn't do more. But Dr. Patel will be here for both of you. He's not going anywhere.
Will you do me a favor, Doctor?
If I can.
Lie to Sally. Tell her the surgery went without a hitch. Everything's fine. I'll find a way to give her the truth in slow, low doses.
I know you want to do what's best for Sally, but I have to tell her the truth if she wants to hear it. So we can help her. Help both of you decide what makes the most sense moving forward.
That's the key, right? Moving forward. We're gonna do that as a family. Sally, Joey, and I. In the time remaining, we're gonna live